Welcome to the third and final part of this, my Porsche 917-30 Spyder tribute. Arguably the most iconic Can-Am car and perhaps the most brutal sports car on this planet. In the first part, it was all about the sheer driving experience one could have had on or in this twin-turbo monster, as I was trying to recreate this immersive driver's eye view. The second part then was a demo race at Riverside against the Spyder's Can-Am opponents of 1973, effectively displaying the brutal dominance of this car. Now and today, however, we're at Le Mans for an unusual comparison. I'd like to find out how fast the Spyder is compared to its Porsche siblings, who have won this endurance race of endurance races. And these are the 917K, who dominated the early 70s. Then there is the 962 Langheck, which had a winning streak in the mid 80s. And finally, there is, of course, the 919 Hybrid, which won between 2015 and 2017. Here in the 2016 iteration. It's all Kuno's original cars, by the way. Yet, to make it a bit fairer for the older cars, I chose a special layout of Le Mans, which I think was de facto never raced on, but which is available as a variant of the Forza Motorsport 7 conversion of this track for Assetto Corsa. And that is the modern layout without the chicanes on the Mulsanne Straight. This should hopefully reduce the dominance of the 919 quite a bit, because the Hybrid is going to run out of its boost power quite early, I think. So let's get started with the one that started it all, the 917K.
The winner of the early 70s dominant car back then, and yeah, I'm a little afraid this is actually the hardest one, the toughest one to drive. This car with the low downforce setting is it hates corners, it hates rotating, and it's very prone to bottoming out, which well, scares the hell out of me on the Mulsanne Straight, because in 50% of the time of all times I completely destroyed the car there due to the elevation changes and the fact that the car is actually jumping around on the straight. But let me show you what I mean in a second. I even heightened the clearance of the car by a large amount, and it's still just a gamble. You can see here already, and in the steering wheel, the hits I'm getting. It's done fantastically, don't get me wrong, this modded version, but it's so hard. Here's the first one. Wow, I just lifted, and the second one comes just before the kink. That's even scarier. Well, see the car dance around here? It's almost impossible to keep it in a straight line. And now here it comes. Oh god. Oh god, can I make it? Oh. Yeah, see, I lost about 40k because I'm just not daring to stay on the throttle. And now, okay, about 170 meters. Third gear. Okay, come on, slow down, please, slow down. Let me make this corner. Thank you. Decent. Yeah, come on. The car is so liable of losing its balance. Wow. Oh, goddamn. Okay, okay. I mean, this is driving vintage cars, old cars. As true as it gets, it's not so much about who's the fastest, but more or less about who's the bravest and, well, who's just lucky enough to survive, actually. This is so hard. Let's take third and all the caution necessary for the Porsche Corps. Don't know how fast the car can actually go here with a more skilled driver. I guess it looks slow, and it is slow, but come on. I just like to finish that lap. Don't want to spoil it now. Fourth gear. Oh, and even here, every direction changes. Well, it just feels so little. Yeah, it builds up so little confidence in you, that car. Okay, can cut these chicanes. Okay, and over the line in a 3:52.9. 3:52.9 for the 917K. Let's move on to the 962C. That's the 962 LH Langheck version. And you see me smile because I think Kunos nailed it with this car. Multiple times Le Mans winner with this version and its predecessor. The most dominant car, racing car, Porsche ever built. And look at that, I can attack these corners because the car has downforce, especially in the front. It's complete contrast in this respect to the 917K. Wow. Okay, now come on. Yeah, that's good. Onto the Mulsanne straight. Up to the revs, and look at that. The turbo is at 100. It has been at 100. And it will stay at 100. No problem about reliability here. And now let's see. We're on Mulsanne. It's the same track, the same surface. But no problem with the bumps. Here comes the first one. There it is. Just a little shake. A little jerking of the wheel. But I could even take one hand off the wheel. Feeling completely confident. The 917 instead was, well, felt so close to be killed. And now through the kink. Look at that. Yeah, little airborne. Flat out. Right foot planted down there. Braking hard. For the first hairpin, yeah, that's nice. Onto the gas again. Fourth and fifth feel a little laggy because they're longer. But hey. Yeah, but one could really attack the track on times with this car. Also here. Down to fourth with one hand. And look at that. I can take the corner as I want. Yeah, slowest part of the circuit. Anage. Let's enjoy to drive. I mean, this is the reason why I love the cars of the 80s and 90s so much. Okay, through the Porsche corners. It's all about downforce here, of course, and the right line. Yeah, 80s, 90s cars. For me, they are the sweet spot of drivability and... Ooh, a bit too wide. Okay, let's cut this corner. For me, they are the sweet spot of drivability and accessibility on the one hand, and ambition and challenge on the other. So let's brake a little earlier here to make these chicanes safely. You can cut them like crazy, but don't want to risk anything here. Okay, and now it's over the line in a 325.9. That's the time for the glorious, infamous, superb 962 LH. Okay, I'll keep the MGUK to charging until we really need it. And just look at that, that is beautifully, by far, the fastest car on this circuit. Yet it has this disadvantage on the straights after the boost is empty. Well, let's see if it nevertheless is enough, if it suffices to beat the other cars. So this is flat out, 6 gear, completely flat out. Dunlop, the chicane, no problem, no problem. Again, flat out. Onto Mulsanne, and now let's put this on. Give me that cheese, baby. The blue bar is my life boost, which can recharge over a lap, and the yellow one is, of course, the overall boost available per lap. So here we are, almost 380. Let's save a little of that yellow, of the rest, for the second straight. Look at that, lost about 40k, while the other cars more or less stayed on their top speed. But on the other hand, the bumps are no problem for this one. It's flat out, completely flat out everywhere. And the second thing that struck me is, of course, the brakes in this car. Just look where I can brake here. You see that? And that wasn't even late. It's about 70 meters to the corner, to the apex. It's insane. Okay, now give me that final drop of juice. We're done. But okay. Up to 330 again. And again here. Wow. Oh. Also that, I mean, I'm not really challenging the car here. So much more in it. It's insane machinery. Automotive design has come such a long way since its beginnings. It's incredible. Bit too late here. But again, I don't want to spoil it now. Completely flat out. And now let's see where I can brake here. Just at the beginning of those curves. I mean, it's insane how light you can brake. 313, 314.3 it is. Yeah, 314, 334. That's not even my fastest time with it. I've done a 3:13.1, but that was off camera. So let's see what the 917-30 Spyder can do. Here we go. Turbo on 80. With that value, it stays healthy. Here I'm a bit too late, but okay, no problem. Come on. Gonna be important on the next lap now. Come on. Third gear and the turbo up. And through that. Right-hander, technical section. Yeah, come on. Doing some short shifting because this technical section is a nightmare for this car. So hard to keep it on the track and on the line. Come on now. Okay. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Here we go. Turbo's still at 100. Yes. And now I need you, baby. First, sector mark is at the entry of the first chicane, so to say, should be about 1 minute. So where do we end up? It's about 102 almost. Whoa, these bumps. Okay, and I think I will have to turn down the boost shortly. That's the top speed, and I don't want to risk blowing up the engine. And now through the kink, look at that. Oh, look at that shaking.
The engine doesn't sound right, mate. We'll keep an eye on it.
Yes, yes, I am. Well, losing about 20k. And braking about 150 meters. Third gear, second gear, first gear. Come on, please don't lock up. Roll through. Again, some short shifting and up. The boost up. Where are you? Come on. For a last time. Come on, give me all you got. Come on, I need you now. Come on. Okay, thank you, boost. Done your work. Oh, it's so hard to decelerate the car. Because lockup means goodbye to Shadow Realm. Yeah. Sorry, 917, I know you don't like cornering. But I cannot help it. Maybe a bit too early. But hey. Okay, now it's through the Porsche curves. Okay, difficult corners. You don't want to overdo it. Oh, yeah. The car doesn't like direction changes, of course. Yeah, look at that. Oh, yep. 1, 2, 3, not optimal. 4. 319, 320.
Your lap time was
321. Okay. I can live with that. Whoa, what a ride. What a ride.
So now that we have done this, what are our takeaways? I mean, for you, everything you would like to take with you, of course. For me, it is, well, I now know what the 917 actually is capable of in comparison to its siblings. I know this comparison is heavily dependent on the actual version of the track, but nevertheless, every car I drove here is a sensation on its own, And as they are all Kunos cars, I can only say super stuff. Well done. So different, but each on its own a unique experience. As in real life, every car requires a special approach to not only keep it on the track, but to, well, somehow drive it fast. And this is, among other things, what I like about sim racing so much. Thanks a lot for watching. See you on the next one. Have a good time. Bye bye.